Hey everyone, it's Izzy from Valuart. Welcome to the second episode of the Valuart Podcast Season 2. Today we have a special guest, Federico Clapis, who is a visual artist from Italy, who has an upcoming solos exhibition right here at the Valuart Gallery. But that's not all. He also has just recently released his Diamond Hands ranking, and he's going to tell us all about it. Want to know more? Then dive into this podcast. I'll see you there. Hi, Clapis. Thank you so much for being here today with Valuart. For those who are here listening to our podcast, today we're having an exclusive interview. We'll be talking about upcoming Valuart's exhibition and his Diamond Hands ranking. The first question for you is that you have a Valuart Solos exhibition coming up. What will be the works that will be exposed and what will the theme be?
The exhibition will explore how I have transitioned from repurposing iconic physical works into a digital transposition of what is a new digital life made up of environments and stories to creating digital native works tailored to this world, such as Metasense and Red Light District. The works that gave birth to previous works have given me time to bring forth new ones, along with those genetically programmed for this new artistic vision.
Great. And talking about technology seems to be a recurring theme in your most famous artworks. How would you best describe your relationship with technology? And do you ever feel the pressure? It's so fast paced. Do you ever feel the pressure to keep up with it?
Let's just say that, for me, technology is a great pretext to tell about human states that transcend time, working within the use of social media, even before the NFT journey started. Personally, it has always been very important to be able to find metaphors that could communicate with the audience, and that could communicate in a direct way. So for me, technology has become a metaphor for expression, for states of mind, and at the same time, an instrument of infinite fulfillment. As a result of my curiosity, I have almost a lifelong guarantee of being able to explore new things. Another way of looking at technology is that it is itself a tribute, and so every time I dedicate a work to it, I'm paying homage to it.
And is this what inspired the Diamond Hands ranking in a certain sense?
My goal with Diamond Hands ranking is to bring a small revolution to a market that I see as extremely cluttered and in need of order, and the creation of a ranking based on the behavior of collectors, as well as their attitude within the market, and whether they have a profitable attitude towards a long-term vision, and not so much in relation to their number of works, or how much money they spend. Therefore, to protect the market from that more flipping attitude, a more instinctive attitude, which is absolutely fine by me, but which I do not wish to apply to my world, my market, which I consider to be very thoughtful, and always with a constructive mindset. So creating a ranking of collectors who have never listed, who have never had an aptitude for listing, even if they only possess one small piece, for me, those are the collectors with whom I want to build a path together over time, who will then guarantee a major reduction when it comes to supply and guarantee merit-based system among the collectors themselves, along with many other aspects. And so it's one of my greatest satisfactions right now. That comes along with a lot of manual work, because Nifty Gateway's technology doesn't allow for automated data analysis at the moment. Therefore, I've had to build a dedicated team to analyze the data manually and update this ranking weekly, keeping in mind the goal to give them access to the entries. As for the next drops, they will be the only ones who will have access to buy the work.
So in this sense, they take on a lot of responsibility when it comes to protecting the secondary. So in your opinion, right, how will this shift be, collectors or artists having this responsibility in the market?
The responsibility is undoubtedly on both parties. Artists, however, can and should avoid carrying on mindless actions. Then, starting from the times in which more structured circles within the art world were born, it is the collectors who had to take on the responsibility, and not only the collectors, as there are more professional figures within these highly structured circles. However, the collector is one of those figures who also becomes a professional figure who should theoretically protect the market. In this environment that is so new and so hectic, sometimes it is very difficult for that to happen. There's so much disorganization, not tied to anybody's fault in particular, but rather because everything is still at a very early age. And that's why I felt obliged to take over this situation and bring that order, that organization of protection and long-term vision that all these collectors don't have the ability to bring forward otherwise. coordinating all together.
Great. And, with this system, do you wish to inspire, since you're a pioneer of the system, do you wish to inspire also other artists and collectors to adopt this system in the future? How do you see this? Do you see it becoming the system?
More than anything, I hope that platforms can integrate some of my ideas in such a way that they become easy tools to be able to create new market rules and indeed bring back that order. Because right now it's very difficult for me to think of an artist who might not have such a structured vision as I do, taking on the huge amount of work of hiring people, sending them the data, analyzing the data, and creating a ranking. That is, there are many, many aspects that risk not being very applicable for everyone, but also for those who would have the ability and desire to do so. Because it takes a lot of perseverance to set this whole thing up. So if the platforms integrated them as a tool, it would certainly facilitate, probably even on the behalf of the artists, a slightly more structured and ordered vision. Here we are just talking fundamentally about order.
Great. And for some time, you've been focusing solely on digital works, putting on pause all your physical works. Is there a milestone that you're looking to reach? Do you think that you'll be at a certain point of your artistic career going back to physical works, or better yet, melding them together?
Let's just say that at the moment my artistic production carries on, but it's not for sale. It's displayed in some museums, and in any case, has an inspirational value for me to then reconstruct things digitally. I make various physical works that I do not present, but keep only for myself, which serve as inspiration to then build something digital. So the physical market, I don't know when and if I will pick it up again. At the moment, it's frozen. I'm completely focused only on my digital growth, which I want to reach the highest level and be among the top players I believe I can reach.
Great. And are there any other curiosities that you'd like to share with us? What's going to be coming up next?
Now there are so many things that sometimes I can't decide what to start off with. Definitely to continue with an ongoing scarcity, many new works, and many different inspirational visions. Meta sense will take on importance tied to seriality, and we are developing it in many ways. From an artistic point of view, there is a lot to start working on. A lot with motion capture, and therefore to bring a lot of technology and experimentation from a market point of view, with the diamond hands ranking, that will become increasingly scarce for what concerns one of ones that will have increasingly sporadic releases and scheduled exhibitions. Let's just say that there are so many ingredients that come together in a single project, one vision, which is difficult to break down and separate from another. It's all part of a unique flow that I'm somehow aware of, but perhaps only partially.
Well, thank you so much for your time. We can't wait for your Valuart Solos, and thank you so much.
Thank you. Have a nice day. Thank you so much.
Have a great day.